It's been a while, and although the Bitcoin price is currently not going to the moon, today we are going to withdraw from a moonbot again. In this case, the BTC Growth moonbot. Alright, let's see what happened after the last time I withdrew. So the bot is running 35 days, as well as, the other one is also running 35 days. We have withdrawn after 14 days. And then I wanted to initially withdraw each week, but then life happened, vacation and other stuff. So now we are in another 21 days, so 3 weeks in. 3 weeks in, this bot occurred additionally alone from the grid, so from up and down 9%, and the other one 11.35%, because this one has a leverage of 5, and this one has a leverage of 4. So we are going to withdraw. And then we are going to start a bot on Bitcoin, because I think we are currently a bit down, so it makes sense to start a long grid bot, but one step after the other. So first we withdraw here, release profit. With all moonbots, you have to pay 20% on your profits. So you can see here we already have withdrawn at 1.28,000 Satoshi. Now we're going to withdraw another 90,000 Satoshi from this bot alone. So the grid profit is now basically empty. And we head over to the second bot. So this one has currently a profit of 58,000 Satoshi. It's a smaller investment. That's why it is in total less. So we take release profit, going for all. Okay, now that we have withdrawn from both these bots, I just leave them running for the next week and the next month, and as Bitcoin and Ethereum are rising and dropping, and the relation of both is changing, this bot calculates and gets money or loses money depending on what is stronger. So this is trading the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. So you want to have Ethereum stronger than Bitcoin, meaning when Ethereum rises more than Bitcoin or drops less than Bitcoin, this makes a profit. And in the other way around, it makes a loss, or basically starts placing new orders. It has been a lot more active in the recent past. So we now have around 237 transactions a day, meaning selling and buying and selling. And in this case, around 237 times on average per day. Each of those makes 8 Satoshi, so it's not that much, but the amount, the actions each day are adding up. And as this is a moonbot, we are not paying any fees for the actual transaction, just when we withdraw. And yeah, I hope a little bit more volatility comes into it. We can see today we've moved quite down, so you can see we have some pending sells. So it dropped, it bought more, and is now waiting to sell for these prices again. But the last few, it recovered a bit and was able to already earn a couple of dollars, or in this case a couple of Bitcoin. Alright, what to do with that? We should now have something around a bit over 100,000 Satoshi lying around. And we can now start a new bot. I'm always interested in the coin and futures grid bots, because I want to earn more coin. You can also just use futures grid. This needs to use USTD and earns USTD. This needs the coin and earns the coin. This is not the moonbot in this case, because we don't have a moonbot for just Bitcoin. So instead of paying 20% on the withdrawal of the fees, we have actual trading fees. And as we are directly using the perpetual of the Bitcoin, we also will have a funding rate fee or a funding rate gain, depending on where we are. So let's head to Bitcoin, copy strategy. I copy the most moderate one. And now we are going to see, I'm not putting in any auto reserve. Auto reserve is good if you want to lower even further your liquidation level, but I am just working with leverage in this case. So we are taking in basically everything we have, which is this amount. So we are putting in 118,000 Satoshi. This is everything we just withdrawn from both bots. we can now see if the price would move to 88,258, the position would be liquidated, meaning we would lose everything we've put in here. The actual current range of this bot, so where it's actually arbitraging, is between 95,000 and 142,000. It's a bit high. We could probably go down a bit, but let's just keep it here. And if we use 181 grids in this range, we make on each trade around 0.14 to 0.24%. I saw in Bitcoin compared to Ethereum, it's a bit less volatile, so it moves a bit less. So you want, or at least I want, to have a bit more action. So I'm usually just increasing the grid a bit. And now we're opening it. So we now move to 90,000 because we have more grids. So we have bought more on the way down. But I think we will not see 90,000 again, I hope. I mean, if you want to be safe, you can go down with the leverage. You could go for 4, then you would have 82,000. I mean, if you're feeling risky, you can go to 10 and you would be a bit below 100,000, but actually this is, for me, it's way too risky. I don't care if it's going slow, I just want to be safe. So I'm taking the 5 we create, and let's see what this bot does for us. I hope that the price rises again, or, well, moves a lot again, and then we will see. And if you think, hey, I don't want to risk my just withdrawn Bitcoin in another bot with a liquidation risk, I want to have something safer, you can always check out my CoinDepot video, which I recently released. In CoinDepot, you can earn between 12 to 18% on a year of your Bitcoin. You just deposit it and earn interest rate. I would not, as I said in my initial video, put in everything here. You have always some kind of platform risk. So I will have some of my balance here, as you can see already. I really like it so far, and yeah, this would be my second way. If the price of Bitcoin would currently be a lot higher, I would have not started a new bot. I just would have put it to CoinDepot, borrowed, and used it in my dual investment. But in this case, I'm just straight up, because I think we are at 114,000 roughly currently. It may go down a bit more, but in this long run it will go up again. I think we will see the 120,000 soon again. And I want to participate a bit while owning more Bitcoin. And when we see 120,000, 125,000, I will close the bot and I put it to CoinDepot. Alright, that's it for now. That's my game plan for this part. See you in the next one.